Oh, hi guys. Yep, Chris chose right now to have a snack. I had no say in the matter. Apologies for the state of me. We realised sort of time had got on and we needed to vlog, and it's just too hot to bother with makeup or even being dressed from the waist down. To be honest, it's unreasonably warm. I think we're registering at about 32 degrees today, which for little old Wales is hot anyway, but also for my Aussie relatives who are all going to call me an absolute wuss for that. Do remember, we don't have aircon, so 32 degrees is unpleasant.
And it's quite humid as well, isn't it?
Because yeah, it's got to the stage like we've got fans, which you can probably hear. Apologies if there's background noise, but they're just blowing warm air around. Really, like they're not taking the chill out of the air. So Lucy, bless her, has been struggling because it's just been so hot, but she won't help herself. So like she wants to sit in the garden rather than being in the house, even though the house is cooler. And then so I ended up having to I got a towel and I've soaked it in water. I was trying to get her to sit on it or lie on it so that she sort of, but she looks at you like you're trying to torture her. So in the end I had to hold her in place and get a wet cloth and put it on her ears and on her legs, and on her belly where the fur is a bit sparser. And yeah, she did not like it, but it did stop her panting because she could easily get heat stroke in this weather, and she's already sensitive to the heat anyway. So yeah, poor old Lucy is struggling, but so am I. The heat is absolutely atrocious for fibromyalgia. It just makes me incredibly lethargic. So apologies if I am not on my top game.
I'm combating the heat by eating toffee crisps straight out of the fridge. I probably shouldn't because they're Nestle, aren't they? Which I hadn't really thought about before, but they're bad, aren't they, Nestle? They have inhumane,
terrible product placement.
Inhumane business practices. So don't eat toffee crisps. Although that said, Nestle, if you want to send them to me for free, I won't not eat them. But then I also won't endorse them, so I don't see what's in it for you. But
I will not eat them.
Tell you what, though, Reese's peanut butter cups. If people, I don't know if Reese's. I hope Reese's haven't got bad business practices.
I don't know.
They have similar yellow and orange packaging and they taste equally yummy. So if Reese's peanut butter cups.
Do they though?
Yeah.
No.
Want to send me some
peanut butter?
Yeah, yummy. Yeah, do send me some Reese's peanut butter cups, please. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups Company, if that is your real name.
I do not approve of this.
I am feeling hot and fat, and that is why I'm wearing one of my tightest and most season-specific t-shirts.
I am literally just wearing a pyjama top, which says quite aptly, "Everything hurts and I'm dying."
You're lucky we're wearing tops at all.
Yeah, you are, really, to be honest.
Depending on your point of view.
Although, actually, yeah, there might be some people out there that would be perfectly content for me not to be wearing a top.
Or me, thank you.
Well, just speaking for myself. But yeah, it's unreasonably warm, and I'm not impressed.
Reasonably and unseasonably.
It is absolutely uncalled for.
It's unnecessary, isn't it? Deeply
So
unnecessary.
I haven't actually said it's the 25th of June, and it's day 97 of our lockdown, and yeah, I think we're really turning into that sort of although June is technically still sort of late spring, it feels like midsummer right now. It is toasty and unpleasant. So yeah, forgive me forgive the lack of makeup, but literally just who can be bothered right now? Who can be bothered in any unnecessary activity whatsoever? Not me. I can guarantee I cannot be bothered. You're lucky I'm talking to you. I really would rather just be sitting still. We were sort of saying about it, you can't do anything in this heat. So, but even passive activities feel like too much effort. Should we watch a film? No, it feels a bit too much like you have to pay attention. So the only thing I've really been doing is playing a little silly numbers game, which is a very quick paced game. So each game can be, well, my record is 23 seconds, but you're trying to get it done as quickly as possible, but it's usually a few minutes. And just scrolling through Facebook, so much so that I did actually get a notification that I've never had with Facebook before, where I scrolled down far enough that it said, "You're completely caught up now." I was like, I've completed Facebook? What?
Finished Facebook?
I've finished. But I'd been scrolling for so long, thankfully, that new posts had appeared at the top, so I just went back to the start. But yeah, it is ridiculous.
That's why Facebook is better than books.
You
You finish a book, you've got to buy a whole new book.
Yeah.
Facebook, there's always new posts.
There's always new posts.
Some of them are even worth reading.
Oh, lots of them aren't though. And
No.
oh my god, the comments section. I do not learn from my mistakes. I keep telling myself, stay out of the comments section. Because there be monsters. But just there are idiots who are just like unfathomably stupid, but also unfathomably rude. Like there was one, well, the big story that seems to be the main one doing the rounds
what
today.
you've done there is you've leapt straight to the comments
Yeah.
without doing the story.
Yeah,
And that's...
I'll tell the story and then I'll say some of the bullshit that people say about it. But yeah, there's some scenes from over the border in England, so thankfully not here. Some sensible scenes coming out of Wales, but in England, where they do not have the 5-mile travel ban, people have obviously been going on quite extensive road trips to get to the beach. And there are scenes coming out of particularly Bournemouth Beach where it is ridiculously crowded, like bonkers crowded. Like it would be crowded under normal circumstances, but when you also add into the fact that we're in the middle of a pandemic and we're supposed to be keeping our distance from everybody, I think people have got it in their head that if you're outdoors it's fine, but there is no way that those people are all staying 2 meters apart from each other. No way. Another kind of gross thing as well is they haven't opened the public loos because they didn't want to encourage people to the beach, so everybody's just doing their business in the sea, I'm guessing, and they're all there. There's thousands of people there. Literally, they've had to declare it a major incident to the emergency services. They've probably started to disperse now, but there were a dispersal order from the police. Everybody had to go home, but nobody did. Just as a sort of sign of how overcrowded it was, today, in one day, they've issued 558 parking fines for people parked where they shouldn't be because there's just people have piled into Bournemouth, which, like, isn't very wise. And like, I get it because it's really hot and it's really unpleasant, and if you don't have like an outdoor space, I understand wanting to get out, but I think like going anywhere that's going to be like a tourist hotspot seems a bad plan to me. Just go to a quiet little park around the corner or something.
It doesn't appeal to me at all, to be honest, because sure, I can see like the sea is nice and the beach, but it's so hot that you just be there. There's no real cover, is there, when you're in the beach, and
your sunshades don't do
just
the
baking
job.
you.
Yeah.
And plus the fact that you have to get in a car or on public transport and deal with the sweltering heat and the discomfort just to get to the beach.
Oh no, thank you.
And also, I don't know if people are imagining like, well, everyone's staying in, aren't they? So we're probably the only ones to think of this.
Well, the thing that really baffles me though is like once it gets to a certain point of crowded, people must have been arriving and going, "Yep, I'll stay." Like you'd think you'd see those crowds and go, "Oh, no, this seems unwise," so you turn around and go home. But people have just piled in. It is obviously, it's unwise. It's a stupid thing to be doing. It does sort of take away all those people that were getting the bees in their bonnets about people not socially distancing at Black Lives Matter protests. They're not being very vocal about this.
Yeah.
They just wanted to bitch and moan about the Black Lives Matter protests. But
and it's not just here as well. It's not just about the social distancing. It is about the fact that resources are stretched to their limit. The council hadn't prepared for this many people to come in because no one's supposed to be going. So, you know, it's not safe for people.
No.
Quite apart from the
if there is any kind of
pandemic.
emergency or accident or anything like that, they're going to be overstretched because all of the tourism sort of things are still closed. They're not open yet. The lifeguards aren't there.
Aren't operating.
It is ridiculous. It is unsafe, and it's just feels a bit like we get it. We're all locked in, and we're all sort of a bit fed up and wanting to get out of the house. Yeah, okay, fine, fair enough, but don't go somewhere where it's going to be crowded. Like that's just a bad plan. But the thing that I will get to, which is the comments section. Oh God.
Because it is reasonable to want to criticise these people who've all rocked up on the beach together.
Yeah, absolutely
when we shouldn't be doing
reasonable.
that. But some of the criticism has missed the point.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Well, the thing that I kept seeing several people saying is it's Thursday. Why are these guys not in work? Oh, I see. They're on furlough, having a paid holiday. All right for them. And quite a lot of people who are key workers or have had to work all the way through it, bitching and moaning about people who've been furloughed, which I think it's uncalled for, because what are you supposed to do if you've been furloughed? You're supposed to just not leave the house. Well, like, if you want to get out for a bit of fresh air, a bit of exercise, I think that's fine, that's reasonable. Most people who've been furloughed don't want to be furloughed, and also there's a big question mark over all of our heads as to whether or not we're going to have jobs to go back to. So yeah, it's all right for you who's still working, actually, because you're still on 100% of your pay, and your life is more normal than our lives have been.
Well, a lot of people plan their lives and their budgets and everything around their monthly income, especially if you're in a minimum wage job. A lot of your money ends up going on your rent, on your bills.
I think most people will be lucky if 20% of their income can be disposable.
So to kind of
that's what we've lost.
So to cut 20% of your income sort of out of nowhere, really.
Yeah, particularly in situations like us where both of us are furloughed, so you haven't even still got one person on full pay.
So it's not.
It isn't a paid holiday, really. No, it's quite stressful.
And we're lucky to not have like kids and dependents in that sense.
Yeah.
But obviously we do have pets that always want feeding.
Always,
the greedy little bastards. And so, but yeah, like there are people who are worse off than us who've got kids and who need clothing and feeding.
I think we're quite lucky. But that's not to say that our lockdown is stress-free and without financial difficulty.
That, and I also for a lot of people, like, although they shouldn't be doing it, a trip if you're on furlough and you're on 80% of your wage and you don't have a lot of money, I can see where they might look at it as like a trip to the beach is like, well, that's actually a cheap
we can take all our food and drink with us.
Yeah, we can have a picnic, we can enjoy the weather and the sunshine and the sea, and just take our swimming costumes and take a dip in the water, and it'll get the kids out of the house, have some exercise. A way of getting a bit of entertainment isn't costing yet more money.
Yeah.
So the idea that people are going, oh bloody, and also, like, they don't know that everyone at that beach is there because they're on furlough.
No.
Like the way that the world works now, we expect
not work on Thursdays.
Well, we expect call centres and shops and. Basically everything with any sort of customer-facing role to be open on weekends.
My job, for example, is I work Saturdays and Sundays every week when I'm working, and so actually Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are my days off usually.
So yeah, as a comedian, you can be working various days of the week and then have days off that other people might expect. Like
it's
you
just
might often work Saturday nights.
Silly generalisations and just being a bit bitter, I think. But I think like everybody's having a tough time in different ways right now, so let's not throw mad stones at each other, because it's just like, well, I'd rather not be on furlough. I'd rather there wasn't a global pandemic if I'm making wishes, but
also I think there's a certain short-sightedness in that. I think that if you're looking at what's going on in, if you're looking at that, obviously the pandemic is a different thing because no one should be going there Thursdays or weekends or otherwise. So it's kind of a whole argument we shouldn't have to be having. But I think it's a bit short-sighted. If you're going, well, I have to work in the week, so I can only go to the beach on Saturdays, then it's actually, that might suck, but it's actually better for you if the people who can
go on other days, go on other days.
Because then when you go on the Saturday, and don't go this Saturday, obviously, but, pre or post global pandemic, if you go to the beach on a Saturday, it's going to be crowded, it's going to be busier than it is midweek, but it's going to be less busy than it would be if everyone was restricted to the weekends. So
God, I've just realised what a moany blog this is today. I think we're both hot and bothered.
Hot and bothered and fed up.
But yeah, people are really bugging me. So much meanness, just being mean-spirited and nasty about each other.
I think
it's just like, come on, guys, we're all having a bit of a shit time of it at the moment to varying degrees. Let's not add to that by just
there's a degree to which
on each
I
other.
think like social media and Facebook and Twitter and things has been really useful in this time to kind of provide us with information and bring us closer together and allow us to communicate and share things and feel like we can try and make some bit of difference by speaking up about things or sharing things, even if we can't actually go out and do very much. I think the internet has been a boon in that sense, but the other side of it is going, you see some shit that some idiot has said on the internet, and if I hadn't been looking at social media, I'd have just been reading a comic book
I wouldn't have got
I
annoyed
feel
about
angry
that.
about a thing because
Yeah.
I didn't know that dickhead existed.
Yeah.
But
Oh well. Oh God.
Did
Well,
and I do.
yeah. Well, you shared one with me earlier. It's like,
Mm.
oh God, it got me angry. So this was the bloke, basically telling women what is appropriate for them to wear.
Yeah, I don't
On
know
a
who this guy
long
is.
tirade, basically, and it's bullshit. It's such utter bullshit. But basically saying, ladies, in this hot weather, remember, if you are showing off too much of your body, you are disrespecting your husbands or future husbands.
Or future husbands.
You're disrespecting your body, and your future husband would not be happy with that.
You shouldn't be showing off your sacred areas.
Sacred areas, yeah. First of all, stranger on the internet, I will wear whatever the fuck I want to wear, and my future husband can deal with it. I'm not disrespecting myself by choosing whether or not to show my body.
I rarely complain.
Yeah, you'd be loving it, wouldn't you? But it's the level of entitlement, because it's like, actually what that woman wants to do with her body doesn't matter. It's the opinion of her imaginary, potentially, future husband that matters more than her comfort and her, her sense of autonomy.
And I think
it's utter bullshit, and if you come anywhere near me with that, I will call you out on it.
And like, I get that there are different standards of like modesty.
Yeah.
Where some people think no, everyone should be covered up, and some people think no, it's
If he was saying
fine.
that everybody should cover up, I'd have sympathy and patience for that. But he's not telling the men with their tops off in supermarkets,
This is
the
it.
sweaty, hairy men, to
With
cover
their
up for modesty's sake.
reaching for groceries with their armpits dripping into the fresh produce. What about their sacred areas? Where are they
Yeah,
gonna
I don't want
cover
to see
up?
their sacred. Either we all have to cover up, or I'm getting my tits out.
This is
Basically, I am sitting here. You're lucky I'm wearing a top. I have been wearing a top all day, but quite happily be sat here just in my pants. It is very warm, and that is my prerogative. So screw you, random man on the internet. But yeah, it's also like outing yourself as a massive dickhead. You don't get to say what women should or shouldn't be wearing, doing. It's up to us. So shush your face. Basically, I have no time for men telling women what they can or cannot do, what they can or cannot wear, where they can or cannot go. We've got enough of that bullshit all of the time anyway. You can shush your mouth. Oh my God, like, the level of entitlement. Why should I care what you think, random man? Like, why do we care?
He is a random.
Ugh.
I should say, like, he's not a Facebook friend of ours, is he? It was shared by the comedian Kate Smurthwaite, and I don't know where she got it from, but yeah, what a tosser.
What a prick. Yeah, like, if
And he was doing
I
it,
could
so-
be wearing whatever. I actually tend to stay relatively covered up because I don't like the heat, but I, particularly in lockdown, got a little bit of the old chub rub going on. If I have to wear, basically I can't go out with like just bare legs because my legs rub against each other and cause me quite a lot of pain. So I have to wear like leggings or something. So I'm not actually somebody who's going to be out in public in a bikini. I've got too many squishy bits for that.
We're also both quite pale and burn easily, so we kind of try and keep bits of us covered
If I
up
want
with that.
to expose my squishy bits and my burny bits, it is my prerogative, and I will do so. To be honest, I'd be quite tempted to do so if I find out it bothers people like that, man. But I'm like, right, okay, fine, screw you. I'm going to buy a bikini and look bad in it for you. Because, yeah, like, you don't get to say. You don't get to, like, all the audacity. Just like, ladies, let me address all ladies for what you should be doing in this hot weather. Screw you. Yeah, the audacity. Like, can you imagine if I just went, men, I have a word for you. Like, and just just going on a tirade about what you should or shouldn't do for what your girlfriends will approve of. Ah, bullshit. Absolute bullshit. The audacity on this bitch. I cannot believe it. So yeah, you just like, oh God, like some men are so headache. It's just exhausting. But yeah, I just feel like I can't. The nerve. Yeah, but you saw that on social media. You then shared it with me. I then got very angry. So yeah, social media is quite angry making at the moment. People are quite angry making at the moment, but like
We saw something else, didn't we, with people telling women what to do with their bodies.
which thing was this?
This was the story in the Mirror, and it's a slightly more light-hearted story, I think. With doctors have been recommending that women do not put ice lollies in their vaginas.
Do you know what? I'm okay with doctors telling women not to do that.
Yeah.
I think think it's unnerving that has been enough of an issue for it to be called on.
That's my question. It's not that I think, oi, don't tell women what to do with their bodies, let them put ice lollies in their vaginas. I'm more going, did you need telling?
I had a long and lengthy conversation with several friends today about putting ice in our bras, because it's like boobs are just like the worst in heat, because if you've got big boobs like mine as well, particularly, like you're just sweaty and hot and awful, but it's like, we were discussing like things you could do, and it was literally like ice in bras, or like physio ice packs, cool packs to put in your bras. But the downside of that is that does mean you have to wear a fucking bra, which I am not all about at the moment. So I have been just sitting there like holding my boobs up to the fan. It's just like, but yeah, boob sweat, guys. You don't know the pain.
I did see a comedian tweeting about like holding her boobs up in front of a fan, and I have to say it's always nice to see a comedian who makes time for a fan.
Yeah, like holding them up for them.
Yeah.
That's nice. But oh god, yeah, it's miserable. And we can't really like go out in public with our tops off. Which, if we were allowed, I still probably wouldn't, because even if you're allowed, you're still going to attract attention that you might not want. But that's also life as a woman, isn't it? But oh god, I could sit in my garden with my boobs out. Surely, it's my own garden. But yeah, miserable. I think, oh god, all of this blog has just been moaning, and it's all coming down to how hot I am. I'm just too hot. This is bullshit. This is entirely unreasonable. Yeah.
I think,
who do I write a letter of complaint to?
I just think like you shouldn't. I think most people know it's common sense.
Not to put put things up your vagina that weren't intended to go in vaginas.
I have met. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying women always make the right decisions as to what to put in their vaginas.
No.
I've met many women who've regretted the things that they've put in their vaginas, often because of the men that the things were attached to. Mm-hmm. But I think most people know with ice lollies, it's better just, if you want to cool down, stick the ice lolly in your mouth.
In a different warm orifice in your body.
Or stick it up your ass like we do.
I'm just thinking, like, that's going to be like a flavour, like, I wouldn't do it, but like, maybe just ice. Maybe it doesn't have to be an ice lolly. Like, that's going to be sticky and sugary and...
I'm guessing, is it to do with the cylindrical shape of many ice lollies, combined with the fact that it's on a stick for ease of kind of insertion and removal?
Well, I guess. But yeah, I just sort of think, then you're going to have ice lolly melting in you.
Because if it gets too cold, like I haven't got a vagina.
No.
But I
have noticed.
But I do have an arsehole.
Yeah.
And I do realise those are not the same things.
No.
But, you know, by any means. But I'm trying to think what's the closest orifice that I have. Right,
your mouth is probably more similar to a vagina.
All right.
Than because actually the tissue in your cheeks is essentially identical to the tissue inside a vagina, which is probably why blowjobs are quite so appealing. It literally.
Answer me this: can you spit things out of your vagina?
I can't well, I haven't tried. There are people who can.
This is why I think an arsehole might be, because what I'm thinking is, if I have an ice cube.
Yeah.
And I stick that in my mouth.
Yeah. And you get too hot. You get too cold.
Oh no, Joe.
Brain freeze.
This is far too cold actually now. I need to get rid of it. I can spit it out. Yeah. If I stick an ice cube up my arsehole, I worry that there's some sort of clenching happens, or it goes up and it goes too far and I can't get it out again, and then I'm just go, this is really uncomfortable and cold. Whereas if it's on a stick.
But you do know that you
like
have you actually have the ability to eject things by choice from your bum better than you can from your vagina.
What? So if it's better to do it from your, it's all the more reason to, if you can put something in your
No,
vagina.
we shouldn't be putting. No.
No, I'm not saying we should, but I'm just saying if you do, and
If
don't,
you had to
but
do
if
one
you
or the other.
do use something on a stick.
No.
I'm thinking like a twister lolly, or a zoom.
See, I was imagining more
Not
like
a Calippo.
I was imagining like a Calippo.
No, because
Not in the
they're
wrapper.
They're
obviously.
not on a stick.
No,
are
but
they?
I
So
don't
they'd be
think the
hard to-
stick is a good idea.
I'm
Well,
just saying-
clearly the whole thing's not a good idea.
Don't use a Magnum or a Feast.
Oh God.
Maybe a mini milk.
Oh God.
Relatively cheap, so it's not such a waste.
Oh, but it's oh, don't put frozen dairy products up your bum. just don't do it, guys. Oh, I don't know why that's.
I'm glad we've had this
I
talk.
don't know why that's more unappealing, but like
Ugh.
that's a new level of veganism I've just reached that I didn't know I had. I was
Ah.
like, well, technically
Yeah.
you wouldn't be eating it, but still,
I think
no.
that's how a lot of people go. Like they start off going from like full omnivore
Yeah.
to then going, oh, I'm not going to eat meat, but still fish
Yeah.
and dairy products. And then they go, well, I'll cut out fish now, just dairy products. And then they cut out eating dairy products. And then, having cut out all the things they're eating, they have to slowly go through the same process, whittling down the number of things they're willing to put in their vagina.
Right.
Until it's just cucumbers and eggplants and carrots.
Eggplants?
Well, I'm just going by the emojis.
That's not what that's about.
What?
Like nobody's putting aubergine up there. No.
Oh, well, I don't know what that emoji is.
You do know what that emoji
What's all that
means.
about?
You know what that means.
What's all that about?
Oh, bless you. He does know. I'll have a little chat with him off camera afterwards, but he knows. He knows what he's doing. It's like when people do the peach emoji, they're not really talking about fruit either.
What?
But anyway.
I've been burned before. Number of late night text messages, and I have to come round and a little peach emoji. I'm like, ho, and I get round there and there's no fruit on offer whatsoever.
Gutting. Absolutely gutting.
Storm out.
Storm out enough.
At the very least, you could have had a nectarine. And
Apricot? Nothing?
Nothing. Bullshit.
But yes, so doctors are allowed to tell women what to do with their bodies if it's for their health. That's okay. Other than that, though, keep your mouth shut. Particularly
now,
if you
don't
are
tell
not a
people to
woman.
keep their mouth shut. That's telling them what to do with their bodies, and I think that's not.
If you are a woman, you maybe it's not so bad. But if you are a man and you just feel like you need to address all women to tell them to basically mansplain how they should or shouldn't be behaving, just don't. Just have that thought and keep it in your head.
Yeah.
Ideally, don't have those thoughts, but you can't really help those. But you can help, going to Twitter to just be like, "Hi guys, I need to tell them. They need to know. They need to hear from Dale from Wisconsin or whoever he was." Anyway.
Now, in what has become many people's least favourite bit of the vlog, I'm going to talk for a bit about wrestling.
Right.
Because
but it is COVID related.
It is COVID related wrestling because
so it's not just wrestling.
For the longest time, we've been talking on here about how while other sports and forms of entertainment have ceased to proceed during lockdown, the unique world of sports entertainment has continued apace, and how sometimes their kind of token efforts at kind of social distancing haven't really. The minute they go, oh yeah, no, that's good social distancing because we've got people behind a screen, but we can use it then as a device to kind of throw people through into the crowd. You know, well, that stops the social distancing.
Yeah, you're not social distancing then if it's a prop.
And it feels like a lot of society where they've just got a bit bored and a bit lax, which isn't ideal, and potentially dangerous. And we see that now because it seems as though they finally, off the back of someone, it seems like WWE weren't actually testing its staff for COVID.
Right, so as well as them not socially distancing as part of their job, they weren't even then having a rigorous testing schedule.
No, they were told not to wear masks, and this includes in-ring and production talent, and now it turns out someone...
What's the justification of not having the production team wear masks?
Oh, I don't know, maybe the production team will have masks, but certainly, you know, they haven't been... They've been going in anyway and working, and they haven't been tested. So
have there been consequences to these very poor decisions then?
When it turns out someone independently found out he did have COVID, and he has had to kind of obviously social distance to pull out or something. I say he, it's like anonymous, it could be a he or she, I don't know. But then they did a big round of testing for like the first time and found out like 20 people had it, which is just stupidly, it shows how stupidly irresponsible they've been. And hopefully those people like all recover and no one, you know, but who knows who else they're going off and infecting.
That's the fact though, because that suggests the thing that's so worrying about this virus is those 20 odd people must not have had symptoms and have just come back with a positive result and then be like, oh, right.
Now, one person in particular, Renee Young, she actually did have symptoms and felt ill, lost her sense of taste, had a fever, and was actually in bed for a while with it. And she actually, independent of the testing at work, had kind of taken herself out of it and had done, stayed home ill and done some testing herself, and she tested positive. Now, why this is significant is her husband is John Moxley, who is the current AEW World Champion. So
and that's the
big rival
wrestling
promotion. So it now looks as though he wasn't able to appear on TV last night.
Interesting. So the lax sort of precautions taken by WWE have been detrimental to AEW.
Which is not to say that AEW have been blameless and perfect either, but I mean that presumably could be a bone of contention, because it looks as though we don't know yet what the situation is, but he might have to self-isolate. He doesn't want to go, according to reports, he wants to stay at home because he wants to be there in case she gets worse, or hopefully she seems like she's on the mend. He also doesn't want to go to a hotel where he might spread it to other people. Now, if he has to self-isolate for a fortnight, in a fortnight's time, he's supposed to be having a big, you know, heavily promoted.
So he can't train
fight.
or anything for that time. I assume he's healthy-ish.
He might have
obviously he's not healthy. He's got COVID, but you know what I mean. He's not ill with it.
He doesn't have it himself necessarily.
But he's been living with somebody who's tested positive.
Yeah, he's been taking tests and so far negative. But he might, for all I know, he's a professional wrestler. He may well have like a big home gym set up. But what he can't do is go in and interact with other wrestlers and wrestle. And it could be that the big title fight on their upcoming kind of Fighter Fest event might
have to be a different match.
Might have to be pulled, and you don't get their big World Championship belt defended on their big event because of
that could be
WWE.
a lawsuit.
So
I would have thought.
I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But it just, I mean, it highlights
potential grounds. I would have thought.
All the people who have stopped doing things, well done, because the people who didn't, look what is now happening, and.
It's not all that surprising,
it's difficult
really,
sometimes
is it?
being a wrestling fan with any sort of moral sensibility.
But plough on you do.
Yes.
Yes, well done. We should probably draw that to a bit of a close, because Chris, obviously tonight is Thursday, so has Four's a crowd. And then after that, because I saw that I'm not stealing the bandwidth during, but once he's finished on that, I am getting on a video call with some of my ladies. So hopefully it'll be slightly more reasonably warm. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there looking at me moaning about boob sweat for the entire evening, because Christ. So we should probably draw that to a close.
Yes.
So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, this Sunday at 8 p.m. on YouTube on this channel is our 100th episode. So we will be vlogging that live.
You should be able to find this channel because you're watching this on it.
So this channel.
But there's also a Facebook event page.
Yes, I will put the link to the Facebook event page if you want it. But I'm guessing if you're already watching this, you're already on the channel. So it might be worth subscribing so that you get an alert. But we'll be aiming to. I've done a bit of research into how it goes. I know how it works now. So
you know how to see the comments and things
yes, you can choose whether or not to see them. So I'll have comments enabled, so we'll be able
to ask us a question or interact with us or call us a name,
talk to us live.
We will be looking at the comments.
We may well regret this.
We will read out the ones that don't make us actually upset.
It could be that actually it's really good fun and we enjoy it and we might do it again. But yeah, a 100th episode, so now's your chance to have a chat to us live. I dare say we'll be having a couple of glasses of wine while we do so, and we can have a chat with you. But yes, so we will see you again tomorrow for day 98 of lockdown. God, I think it was back around about day 40 I made a joke. I was like, do you reckon we'll get to day 100? Yeah, easily, because we're not even that close to being off lockdown over in Wales, and I suspect we're gonna have some bad times ahead. I think with schools reopening,
returning to work, have I?
Nope. I certainly haven't. Non-essential shops have been told that they can reopen, but I think it'll be a long while before indoor leisure activities are going to be allowed. So I could be off for quite some time yet, I suspect, particularly if the relaxing of measures in England does result in a bit of a spike, which means that actually we need to go into a national lockdown for longer. Because we don't have a reliable test and track and trace system, and there's just too many people catching it. We're still getting over 100 deaths per day. We're still getting over 1,000 new confirmed cases per day. We shouldn't be easing lockdown, but here we are. So yes, thank God for Welsh Parliament. I have never since, well, actually the other thing I've always liked is we don't have to pay for our prescriptions in Wales, which is good because I'm on regular permanent medication and those costs would mount up for me. So that's one thing, and this coronavirus handling are the two reasons why I particularly love having a devolved parliament. Sorry guys, I've got a lot of English friends, you're on your own. I would rather you be doing what we're doing, but there we are. So yes, so we will catch you guys tomorrow and hopefully see you live on Sunday. So until then, like and subscribe. Tell your friends, share the word. There's no shame in it.